What you are about to hear is for entertainment purposes only. These are my personal opinions. Not everybody gotta agree with them. So don't get in your feelings, because I ain't arguing with anybody. Welcome to MANIACITV Unplugged. Enjoy the podcast. We are here. We are here. We are here. What is good, y'all, man? What is good, y'all? A lot happened over the weekend in music. A lot of dissing, a lot of trolling, a lot of animosity, ghostwriting rumors, a lot. A lot has happened, man. And I'm not gonna lie. If you couldn't tell by now, I love this toxicity. I hope that this continues on into the summer months, man. Because honestly, bro, rap been real dry. It's been real dry. You know, we get a couple good drops here and there, man, but then it goes right back to being the Sahara. And there's nothing out here. But right now, this motivation that I got, I'm excited to make content again, man. Because of what we got going on. Because of what we got going on, man.
Future got his #1 hit because of me. Kendrick is a bitch and he got some small feet. You know who not small? Rick Ross, big ass. Metro, shut the fuck up and make some beats, Metro, shut your big ass up and make some beats, Metro. I can't stand, man. Metro, I can't stand you.
Man, so dismissive. So dismissive, man. I saw that TikTok yesterday, man. I had to include it in this, man. Once again, what's good, y'all, and welcome to MANIACITV Unplugged. Welcome to episode 1 of this new podcast I got here on the channel, soon to be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Hopefully I can get that figured out to get it on wherever you stream your podcasts at. Like I said, I'm excited to make content again. And I wasn't planning on starting this podcast for a little while longer. It's been months. This is months in the making that I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to work with graphic designers to get some things going for it to make it look professional. But come on. It's been too much going on this weekend. I'm like, man, we might as well kick episode 1 off with a bang, man. So if you couldn't tell from the disclaimer, man, these are strictly my opinions. It's for entertainment purposes only. Please don't get in your feelings, man. I know a lot of people been getting in their feelings as of late about this whole thing going on right now. And that's cool. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. But I'm not about to argue with nobody, man. So we gonna just jump right into it, man. New music from Future and Metro Boomin. We Still Don't Trust You. This was what, like it was over 20-something songs, man. And honestly, like I said during my reaction, I vibe with We Still Don't Trust You more than We Don't Trust You. It was some slaps. It was some bangers on We Don't Trust You. Don't get me wrong. But it's something about that Hendrix R&B slowish vibe that we got on We Still Don't Trust You. It was a vibe. And then, of course, disc 2, you know, that was the trap drug lord. I'm a drug dealer from the trenches, Future, man. You know, like that, just the trap vibe, man. Like, I love that too, man. And I love how it was just, the project was put together very well. Of course, Metro went crazy on them drums, boy. But listen, yeah, I like the project, man. Like I said, this is an uncut. This is all uncut, man. I'm not planning on editing any of this. I got my notes right here, and we gonna jump into it, man. So over the weekend, Drake drop and Give Me 50. Not officially, but it got leaked. And I know, man, listen, I appreciate y'all for putting your boy on. I reacted to the first leak. I didn't know it was an official mix because I'm not sitting on YouTube refreshing, hey, maybe Drake dropped an official mix. No. I appreciate y'all telling me it's official mix out, but what do you want me to do? You want me to delete my reaction and check out the official mix and act like I ain't here before I'm not these other reaction channels? No. Come on, man. Stop it. I listened to the first version, the draft version. Personally, and I went back, I listened to the original mix. Personally, I feel like the one that I reacted to sounded better than the original. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. That the new mix that they put out sounded good, but I don't know, it's something about the one that first got released, man. So my bad. Players mess up too. Maybe I should have did more research before I reacted to it, man. My bad, man. Stop attacking me. Stop attacking me, cuz. Like, come on, chill out. Chill out, man. So, Drake went at a lot of names. He brought up The Weeknd. He brought up Future, Rick Ross, Metro. You know, the line, how dismissive he was about Metro Boomin. Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums, nigga. Man, I went on Metro Boomin's Twitter, right? Listen, this is Metro's most recent. Listen, make some drums. Bro trying to move past it. Make some drums. Make some drums. Go make some drums, bro. Make some drums, little bro. Make some drums. The picture of Drake that Drake alluded to. They put the bottom. Come on, man. It's not fair right now. Stick to the drums, little bro. And Metro is crazy on them drums too, man. It's like this is the worst time, man. The weather getting nice. Niggas trying to be outside. Trying to slide. And all everybody gonna tell them is make some drums. What are you doing outside, Metro? Go back in the stew and make some drums. It's the Drake effect, man. It's the Drake effect. And it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Drake went off on that. I wonder if the way that it was released, though, you know, it being leaked, Drake claimed it. You know, when I first saw Say Cheese posted, I'm like, this gotta be AI, right? But when you really listen to it, when I reacted to it, and you can hear the breath, you can hear it's certain things that you can hear, and it's like, hold on, this is actually Drake. I think that this was fire. I think that is how you set it off, you know. And once again, I'm sorry for even doubting Drake. I'm sorry, I thought Drake was ducking this again. But I'm glad that we are here right now, man. So there's some tension between Drake and Rick Ross, man. And I'm here on Act Page right now. Because academics, bro, be finding stuff. When it comes down to Drake, come on, man. Academics is like TMZ. When it comes down to somebody getting killed, academics is like that for Drake. So there's been some animosity between Rick Ross and Drake. Rick Ross actually spun the block immediately, dropping his champagne moments. We also did a reaction to that on the channel. And honestly, man, it was a luxurious. Like, I felt like I needed a certain net worth. I felt like I owed Rick Ross money to even listen to that, because that was an exquisite diss. You know, he pretty much... Ross is at the point, man. Ross is trolling Drake the same way that 50 Cent would troll Rick Ross. Besides the baby mama thing. Now, Rick Ross out here wearing Drake hoodies. Wearing Drake hoodies performing. Listen, man, this is crazy. And Drake liking the post. Man, this is wild, man. And on top of that, hold on, is this the video?
Hey, me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late. And you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white boy.
Nah, I don't have the smallest nose, Ross, and I kind of take offense to that. But we gonna move past that. Now, this is the alleged text, right? Like I said, Act got all this. Obs! This is from Drake's mom. Obs! The internet is saying you got a nose job. This is crazy to text him right after the diss, too. 10:15 a.m. she texted him this. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me. Cause you know I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me. And now this too? And this is what Drake had to say, man. I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Manjaro. What is that? I'm too broke to even say that word. And the fact that he referred to Rick Ross as the guy I did songs with is crazy. He hasn't eaten in days, and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry, we'll handle it. He then added Rick Ross and said, "You're one nosy goof." So, like I said on a reaction, man, Megan Thee Stallion kind of started it by saying certain rappers had BBL. So Rick Ross out here pretty much calling Drake BBL Drizzy, calling him BBL Drizzy, you know. And honestly, bro, if I'm Drake, like, listen, look at this picture right here, man. For those of y'all watching here on YouTube, the nose kind of do look different, but it could also be an angle. It could also be an angle. Then again, it looked different, yet the same. Yet the same. Actually, I don't know, man. But if I was Drake, man, bro, I would, and this is respectfully, because Rick Ross is, like I said, one of the GOATs. Drizzy's also one of the GOATs. Oh, I would end Ross. You got endless ammo, and 50 Cent says that he's on your side? Come on, man. Bro, I said this. Drake needs to get 50 Cent for his next diss song. And this is strictly for Ross. Now, I know Drake can be petty, but there's no one in the galaxy more pettier than Curtis Jackson. Nobody. I guarantee 50 will fly T out again. Listen, and Rick Ross, respectfully, we got to call a spade a spade. I get you weren't a police officer, but you were a CO turned drug lord. Like I said, this podcast is truth. We got to speak some truth, man. Come on. Yeah, you made hundreds of millions of dollars portraying Freeway Rick Ross. That's cool. I get that. You carved out your own name. You made your own self-established. But, yeah, Drake got some ammunition on YouTube, my boy. But going at his nose, saying he got a nose job, okay. So, yeah, man. Just wanted to say that. But I love how petty Ross is being, though. I feel like Ross kind of learned from the 50 Cent situation, which honestly could have ended him. But because, like, thinking back on the 50 Cent thing, the reason why Rick Ross wasn't ended, and 50 Cent ends careers, but the reason why 50 didn't end Rick Ross's career back in 07, 08, around that time, Rick Ross was one of the biggest artists already in the industry. Rick Ross was just getting started, just heating up. To put it into perspective for a lot of the newer fans that was probably too young to remember that, if I could kind of compare it to an artist, I can't really think of one off top, but who's like a real hot artist right now? It'll be like somebody going at 21 Savage. Maybe 29. That might be a reach. I don't know. I can't really think of a name right now, but Ross was red hot at that time. He was red hot at that time. And yeah, it had a lot of people questioning Ross, but if anything, bro, the momentum of Rick Ross continued on. But I can see Drake getting pretty petty. I can see Drake getting real petty on the next song. So I'm just saying. I think Drake's going to go get 50. I think they're going to fly out some baby mamas. I think It's gonna get real tricky out here. Now the question, if that happens, does Meek Mill jump in? I know the history between Meek and Drake. Maybe Meek don't want that type of smoke anymore. But he just dropped a project with Ross. Him and Ross are back on good terms. Bro, you gotta stand by your mans. I'm saying you gotta stand side by side with your mans, man. You cannot let him go to this by himself. And he's not by himself. It's clearly this is a whole Avengers on the side of Rick Ross, man. But yeah, man. I didn't want to spend too much time on this topic, man. But I want to go to another aspect of this beef, man. So the president of Young Money, Mac Man, you know, the one in about 2 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus. You know, he was waiting for a 16-year-old girl to turn 18. You know, of course that wouldn't fly nowadays, but that was a different time. So Mac Man been going back and forth with president of TDE. I want to say this. This is Punch from TDE. So I'm not familiar with the people over at TDE. I'm not going to pretend like I'm familiar, but I know you got Top, which is, you know, he runs everything. I heard of the name Punch, man. So Punch pretty much 12-hour flight. Mac Man, you still on the plane? Punch said, nah, I'm the ground. What's good? Mac Man, I'm in the trenches, baby. Mac Man, how old are you? I'm in the trenches, baby. Just making sure you made it safe. Hashtag drop and give me 50. Let me look up how old Mac Man is, man. Mac Man, you were born July 28th, 1982. You are 41 years old. You are turning 42 years old. Talking about I'm in the trenches, baby. At 41 years old. But I get it. We in a war right now. Okay, you got to make it be known. Punch said, appreciate you. Make it to NZ safe and sound. SZA trying to convince me to go hiking, but I ain't really like that. Mac Man says, bars. But if you do go, when you fall, make sure you hashtag drop and give me 50. You heard me? I was just checking on you, though. Now, this continued. P.S. The Canadian, which is Drake, is leaving the U.S. and it ain't been 24 hours. Lil Woe flew to New Zealand to go hiking. Like, man, spell out what you're trying to say. To New Zealand to go hiking. You could have did that in Runyon Woe. Punch then said, wait. Are you trying to get a rise out of me, Mac Man? No, did he? Mac Man hit him with the pause. This is what I mean when I always tell y'all, man. It be the people around these rappers heating things up even more. And this kind of brings me on to, I got this tab open because Boosie said this. Everybody gassing up rap beef, shaking my head, all excited, saying it's hip hop. Well, it is, Boosie. Well, everyone in the crew not gonna see it that way. And when it pop off, it really goes down. So when someone from one of these crews die, don't say they stupid. Shaking my head, go support them in court like y'all supported the rap beef. How would you feel if your family member died because of hip-hop rap beef? I'm from Louisiana. Every rap beef I've seen, people die. Y'all so happy about who go win or lose. But a mama go lose her son. And ain't none of y'all going to the funeral. Shaking my head. Respectfully, Boosie. This is Drake. I don't care how many mob ties he got. This is Drake, Future, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin, and the former CEO, Rick Ross. Nobody's dying. These boys got a combined net worth of probably $2.75 billion. Nobody's dying. Nothing's happening to anybody. Just had to say that. But I do agree it'd be a lot of people on their side. Drake got some hotheads on his side talking about he about to start asking people to stop it. You gonna kill somebody because he dissed somebody in a song? Yo, you really willing to sit down in prison for years because somebody dissed your man's on a song? Like, really think about it, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We to that point now? We to that point in hip-hop now where y'all want to... Listen, man. Keep your mans out of this. Bro, if this is between me and bro, let's keep it between me and bro. I don't want none of my hot-headed ass motherfuckers around me jumping in this. Because it's going to mess up my money and possibly my freedom. But like I said, nobody's dying. Nobody. So, I saw a post earlier, right? An alleged Kendrick Lamar diss was put out. I want to see if I can find the lyrics to this, man. I want to see if I can find the lyrics to this. I don't think I got the lyrics. But it's pretty much Kendrick Lamar talking about how Cole surrendered and, just he ain't got no more shots for him or whatever. Now listen, Daylight from TDE pretty much said, P.S., that's 10,000% AI. And this is the scary time we living in right now. It's the scary time we living in. You know, with AI, it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake, bro. If this was 20 years ago, I'm talking if this was at the heat of 50 Cent and Fat Joe or 50 Cent and Wayne going at it, or T.I. and Ludacris, man, if we heard anything drop, we downloading it on LimeWire because we know it's legit. Nowadays, man, that AI is scary. It's scary, man. You can't tell what's real and what's fake. You really can't. But that Kendrick diss, those lyrics that y'all may have seen, was cap. It was AI. It is not real. Now, does Kendrick have something coming? Oh, best believe he got something coming. But here's my thing with Kendrick, and I've been very vocal about this before. I think Kendrick Lamar takes too long to release songs. I think what he does, he'll have a great feature, i.e. Control. He can call out people, i.e. like that. He can call out people, but then he's MIA. This is not the time to be MIA. You have to respond to this, Kendrick. At the time of this recording, it's been 2 days. It is Monday, April 15th at the time that I'm recording this. You have to respond this week. You have to respond this week. No doubt about it. I know it's coming, but Kendrick, I need it right now. Pause. That's just that. But I know Kendrick got something. Now, I know I brought up J. Cole. And this really pains me, and I haven't really validated this yet. So I'm about to validate it right now. Let me see. Might delete later. Cole took off the 7-minute drill Kendrick Lamar diss song, which he said he was gonna do. I didn't know he would actually do it. It is grayed out completely off of Apple Music. Like I said, man, I went on a long rant about J. Cole. From a man perspective, a human perspective, I respect it. But from a fan perspective, Cole, what the fuck are you doing? Which leads me to this theory that's going around. I don't know if y'all saw it or not. So J. Cole is heading into, quite honestly, could be argued that this could be his last project before retirement, even though Cole said he got about 2 more years left. The fall off. I saw a theory on Twitter that people are saying J. Cole is doing all this on purpose. He wants to make himself fall off before this album comes out to hit us with that, gotcha, bitch, moment. Because imagine, I'm not saying that this is true, but imagine if that is true. Imagine if J. Cole, when the fall off drops, right? Imagine the fall off drops. Not only does he diss, and I'm talking obliterates K-Dot, but he goes at Drake. He goes at Ross. He goes at everybody. Metro. 21, like he just goes at everybody. Imagine. But then again, man, I feel like Cole really did wave the white flag. But if he's to the point where he's kind of self-sabotaging himself on purpose just to lead up to the fall off, bro, Cole is a fucking genius if that's the case. If that is true. Like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. But that's an interesting take that I saw though, man. It's an interesting take that I saw. But yeah, so where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? This is only getting started. From what I've been hearing, we didn't even scratch the surface in this thing. We got so many players on this. I don't think Future's gonna respond. I don't think Future has to respond. Bro just dropped about 40 songs. Like, he doesn't have to say another thing. It's chess, not checkers. Future went and assembled the Avengers to go after Drake. Future can just sit back. He don't even gotta drop nothing the rest of this year. He can sit back and watch all the Avengers that he assembled attack. I think right now, the main thing is going to be Rick Ross and Drake. I think we are going to get back and forth things between the two. I hope to see Kendrick enter the mix and diss Drake. I hope to see another diss song from Drake. I want them to continue this. As long as nobody gets hurt, which I don't think so. But then again, these people got a lot of money. They got a lot of hotheads in their circles. Keep it on wax. Hip-hop is exciting again. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm honestly looking forward to it. What's Metro gonna do next? You can't just sit back and just like this was just so dismissive. But before I end this, I want y'all to kind of fill me in on this whole alleged ghostwriting thing going on, man. I saw first, I want to talk about the Drake Lil Yachty ghostwriting thing that's going around that people are sharing. I want y'all to realize Lil Yachty is actually credited on Jumbotron Shit Poppin'. Yachty's credited on that. You know, reference tracks are nothing new. Drake is not the only one to use them. A lot of your favorite rappers use them, believe it or not. And I personally feel like a lot of people got ghostwriters talking. But, yeah, there's a rumor going out. It's a guy, what's his name? CJ Francis? I don't know the complete story about this. Because, like I said, it's just a lot that's been going on. But people were calling him a alleged ghostwriter of Kendrick and this and that. And something with Roddy Ricch happened. I need y'all to fill me in on that. Because I'm not, my head hurt right now. Fill me in on that. Is CJ Francis a complete fraud? Like, is this just a clout chaser? What's going on, man? I don't believe Kendrick has a ghostwriter. And one of the reasons I believe he doesn't have a ghostwriter is because it takes him so damn long to release music. If bro had a ghostwriter, we would be getting an album from bro a lot. Probably like 3 albums a year. But is what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in wherever you are listening. Of course, this is gonna be on YouTube first. I'm gonna try to work the kinks out to get this on podcast streaming platforms. Hope to see this grow, man. I want to see this grow. I want to see this MANIACITV Unplugged go up, man. Appreciate all y'all support as always. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.